Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Alicia and I'm obsessed with stickers and planning, so if you are too, you're in the right place. My channel is full of plan with me's, sticker hauls, and other planning videos. All of my videos have timestamps in the description so you can skip around to different sections and to different shops in my hauls. And if this is your 20th time listening to this intro, you can go ahead and skip this too. All my social media links, including Instagram, are in the description, as well as all the supplies I use and notes about each video. The planner I'm currently using is my standard size vertical planner, which I use for decorative memory planning. I also just want to add a couple quick notes about me since I don't always remember to go into detail in my videos, and for new viewers it can be confusing. So when I mention work, I'm referring mostly to my bookkeeping position at a grocery store, and when I mention Anastasia, or Anna for short, she is my pet ball python. So let's go ahead and get started with this video, and I hope you enjoy. Alright guys, so it has been a hot minute since I have filmed a haul in real time. It's been like probably several weeks. Thankfully, I've been able to keep up with a semi-regular upload schedule, but those were all pre-filmed from that, that weekend where I just filmed like 3 hauls straight. And I'm going to try to do the same thing this weekend. So here we go. I'm hoping to get this haul up by tomorrow. So if you see it on Sunday the 20th, I think that's the 20th tomorrow, then you will know I was successful because today is Saturday. So we will see. Anyways, this is the long-awaited, long-promised like mega washi haul. I think by last count I had like 70 rolls of washi to go over, so yeah, it's gonna be pretty washi heavy. That's all I intend to really go through for this haul. So next week we'll go back to doing stickers, and I also have some wax melts to haul as well, but that will be for probably next week, unless this stretches out into 2 hauls, but we will see. I'm going to try to do it all in one. This will just be like a mega washi haul. I think it's going to take less time than I anticipated because honestly there isn't that much to talk about with washi. It's just like, here's the color, here's me trying to guess the name of the color, here's what I think about the color, blah blah blah. So yeah, so that's really it, because I don't unroll them or anything. I don't really swatch them because I took off all the plastic so you can see what it's like on the roll. It's pretty accurate. So yeah, I'm going to start with my big order from Simply Gilded. I'm trying to figure out how many combined orders this was. I think this is 2. One of it was the Christmas washi order, and then the rest was basically the fall line. Or maybe, no, this is 3 orders, I think, because one of them was the Mystery Monday too. No, because I picked up all the fall stuff with the Mystery Monday, I think. Did I even get any Mystery Monday things? Oh, no, that one hasn't come in yet. Sorry, I'm tripping. That one you'll see in a future haul, but I'm really excited about that one for a couple reasons that you will see. But anyways, so this is a few orders, whatever it is, combined. So you have the Christmas stuff, the fall stuff, and just some random stuff. So extras first, we have this gorgeous journaling card. It's like a grayish green. I really like the elegance of this card. I keep saying washi cards. Her journaling cards are hit or miss with me. Some of them I feel like I could display, but some of them not. This one I feel like I could probably display. I would probably put something over this. I would layer this with something if I was going to display it or frame it or whatever, but it is like a really pretty kind of background. So I'm going to be keeping this one. And then we have our little freebie what's it called? Foiled seals. I love using these seals for Happy Meal to like planner friends, or even just to family members, because I do send holiday cards, well, at least Christmas cards and thank you notes for birthdays and for Christmas. So that's like 3 big sets of cards that I have to send out 3 times a year. So I do have my own personal seals that match the cards that I use. I kind of create my own off of Shutterfly, or actually no, Vistaprint. I don't use Shutterfly, I use Vistaprint, but occasionally I will bring out these foiled seals. So I do have quite a collection and I love these. So this is like, I'm not sure whether the color of this was like washed out due to sitting in the sun, because it doesn't seem like there's a ton of color here, but it's just like a very light pink, almost white. Actually, it might just be white, I don't know. It looks like there's some color towards the top, but yeah. Either way, it's a foiled seal I'm going to use. Here we have this sampler freebie with the heart cutout icons that I haven't used yet, and I'm not sure I will. And then the checklist, and this is a really pretty full box. This is in rose gold foiling on this kind of like deep burgundy matte paper in the background. And then I don't think this was a freebie. I think I bought this sheet of seals, these juniper seals. Juniper is so pretty. Jasper the bear is cute too, but I love Juniper and all of her little Christmas outfits. These are enormous seals, but like I'm still gonna use them as seals. I just think she's so cute. So so here's the Juniper that I do have. I just have her with a bow for some reason because I think it looks really cute, a little bow paper clip. So yeah, this is the original Juniper that I got, and the reason I'm excited about the Mystery Monday that's gonna come in soon is that I picked up 2 additional Junipers. One of them was, I think, like a winter one. I think she's wearing a blue dress. I could be totally making all of this up, but like I vaguely remember that might be it. And the other one was like a Christmas one where she's like wearing that kind of thing, like maybe a buffalo plaid something. Yeah, I think it's like a darker brown Juniper with like a buffalo plaid if I remember correctly. But yeah, I picked up a couple more Junipers. I'm collecting them. These are really the only planner related plushies that I'm kind of collecting, but they're just so cute and so well made. I haven't got the Wonton and a Million ones. I haven't got the One Smart with Love ones. I don't think I will. I'm just too obsessed with the Junipers, and really, how many uses do I have for plushies? I might actually pick one up to give to my snake Anastasia, because I do give her tiny plushies as gifts a lot. She has a tiny shark plushie, and she has a tiny elephant one that I just picked up for my trip to Texas. Yeah, we went to an elephant sanctuary, and the only gift I bought on that trip was that tiny elephant for her, for my snake. Like, screw my boyfriend and my best friends, like, she's the only one that gets a gift. That was really funny, but yeah, so I may pick up a Juniper for her at some point. If I can try to get a duplicate of the original, then that would be preferable, because I don't want to give her, like, anything that's not a duplicate, because snakes can be messy. She's gonna like shed on it, she's gonna poop on it, it's gonna get messy real quick. So I'm gonna try to find like a duplicate of something, or whatever comes out next, I'll just get a duplicate of that. Anyways, I've spent so much time talking about non-washi stuff. I've spent almost 7 minutes talking about non-washi stuff in this mega washi haul, but like, this is what y'all come here for, is like me being a chatty Cathy, because I have gotten several comments saying, oh, I talk too much, but like, y'all who are subscribed to me, y'all are here for the chatty content. Like, I know y'all, this is what y'all want, and if you don't want this, then don't subscribe. Like, it's that easy. But y'all who have stayed, y'all know this is what it's really all about on my channel. So let's go ahead and get into the actual washi. I got stacks on stacks here. Oh, it's getting hot. I'm gonna have to actually take off my jacket. So if you hear zipping noises, that's what that is. It's like winter in Northern California. It should not be hot, but clearly talking makes me hot. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've had to talk for this long straight, and I'm just getting started. So let's start with the Christmas washi. I basically just got the main set of red, green, and gold, and then I just picked up this set of like extra really tiny washis just because I thought they were pretty and I wanted to test them out. I'm not really a fan of this like this double line washi where half of it is a solid foil and half of it is a colorful matte washi. I don't know, I just don't really feel like this is super useful, but I liked these colors together. I liked the red and the gold and the green and the gold, so I may try to find a use for this. If anything, I'll probably just use it like this. I'll put both of them together and kind of layer them like that. I may try to find some kind of use for that. If anything, I can use it on decorating envelopes, because there's a lot of uses for washi on decorating envelopes. But I just wanted to kind of experiment, see how I liked these. These are probably not going to go into my planner, although these would kind of make a really interesting like glitter headers, or just like headers. They're not perforated and they're not 6mm. I think they are 5mm. Let me just see real quick. No, they are, I feel like they're less than 5mm, but they might just be 5mm. No, I think they're 5mm. They just look less than that because they're segmented. But yeah, so they might be interesting as headers, so that could be an option for the future. We will see. It's just an interesting design choice that she's doing now. And then, yeah, so for these main ones, I did get all 3 sizes of each. I think I just got the bundle of the big ones, the 10 and 15 millimeter, and then I got the bundle of the 5 millimeter separately because I always pick up the 5 millimeter. The gold I almost certainly have, although I don't know if I have this exact shade of gold. Let me just kind of glance at my colors real quick. Either it is the same shade of gold that's already been released, or it's a slightly lighter shade of gold. I'm not sure. One thing I will point out is that I deliberately made the decision to not look up the actual color names of any of these washi before starting this haul. I don't think I got an invoice, or if I did, I immediately threw it out. I'm not sure. But like oftentimes I feel like, except for foil names, the colors of the washi like are not super descriptive of what the color is. So I think it's more fun, and I guess like it makes more sense if I just try to kind of describe the color to you based on what I think. So as usual, it's going to be a fun guessing game in terms of washi colors. I recognize that it's going to be kind of hard for you to find these on the site, but good luck. Anyways, so yeah, this is either light gold or like just the same gold as before. I will probably put it in the description box below. I'll like compare both of those a little bit closer, but yeah, so that's the shade of gold. Now for the solid ones, I really like these. I thought I had more than I do. I really thought that I had like a full set of like solid gold with the white bows, solid silver, solid rose gold, and solid hollow. I think I only have solid rose gold, solid hollow, and solid pink, or maybe I don't have rose gold at all. Like I have very few. I know for sure I'm missing solid gold and solid silver, so I really wanted the solid gold. I don't even know if there's been a solid silver, but I'll be keeping an eye out because I want to build up my collection. And then we have the solid red and solid green. This red is so bright. I love it so much. Red is literally my second favorite color. Well, and green is literally my first favorite color. So these two, just like the solidest of greens and like the brightest and boldest of reds, these make me so happy. These are what Christmas is all about to me, and these are just my favorite colors. So I love these both so, so much. These are really gorgeous foils. Alright, and that is the Christmas collection that I picked up. Again, I don't think this was everything that she offered. She offered her like Stardust tapes, and she offered I think more than she did last year, but last year I managed to pick up the one that was like solid green with like all the colors of like Stardust on it, and that was really the only one that I wanted, so I didn't pick up any of those this year. Alright, there's one more kind of Christmas tape that I got separately, or maybe I got it at the same time, I'm not really sure, but that one was this one, which was like the nighttime kind of Christmas themed city theme. There was a daytime, I'm trying to find the end right here, but there was a daytime one. I liked both, but I liked the nighttime a little bit better, and kind of thought that I would only be getting one because I don't know how I would use these necessarily. Oh, it's so pretty though. It's like some tapes I just have to get because they're gorgeous, not because I know what I'm going to use them for, but look how pretty that is. Look at the foiling of the windows. Oh my god. And the foiling on the Christmas tree. That is so detailed. This is like the most detailed tape I've ever seen. Oh, and the most elegantly foiled too. Oh, that's so delicate. I love this so much. I love the nighttime scene. I might be able to use this in a spread, possibly, but it's more likely that I won't, and I will be using this on decorations, like decorating envelopes, maybe even wrapping presents. This is going to be that kind of tape for sure, so I'm glad I have that. This would be a good time to point out the freebie washi too, which is this one. I guess she's been throwing in one freebie washi with like every order. This definitely is a misfit. I think they're all misfits, and she's just trying to get rid of them. But this one definitely is like, the coloration is off. So let me just kind of unroll it to see exactly where we're at. Unless, no, maybe it's not off. I thought it was just like meant to be solid purple, and like the blue in here or whatever was just like a mistake, but there's like blues and pinks and like kind of like a light green right there. So I'm like, maybe it's meant to be kind of a galaxy type foil, or not foil, but like color scheme. And then the foil is like shattered glass silver. I don't think it's hollow, I think it's silver. Could be hollow. but I'm not seeing much of a rainbow. I don't know, there's little stars in there. That's actually really pretty, so I'm glad I got this. And it's a bow tape, which is surprising for a freebie, but that's super exciting. Alright, so there's only one more random tape to go over, so I'm just going to go over that now before we get into the kind of more themed ones. So this is part of her sunflower collection, which of course I had to check out because my planner best friend Sage, sunflowers are her thing 100%. So I had to pick up a tape kind of for her, at least to commemorate her. I did get her some for herself. They haven't come in yet. They're going to come in with the Mystery Monday, but this one I got for me, like, because of her, kind of. I don't think I would have gotten sunflower tapes otherwise. But, yeah, I didn't get any of the ones with bows, although I'm kind of like, now maybe I should have. But I got the one that was just, like, solid sunflowers with a glitter overlay. And the texture of this tape really is different because of the glitter. It feels like a glitter tape. Like, it has the texture of a glitter tape, which I guess makes sense. It's just really interesting. I've never seen anything like this before. So it's, like, really thick. Like, you can see how stiff it is. It feels like paper. Just like printer paper. So, yeah, it's really interesting. It was really hard to peel up. So, like, it was kind of sticking to itself a little bit. You can see, like, there's some stickiness there. But all in all, I think it's still going to be fairly easy to use. I'm not sure how well it will rip. That's another thing. Do I want to rip some off just to see? Yeah, okay, so it rips pretty well, actually. It's a little bit harder, but not impossible. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Let me just swatch that for you real quick on here. Alright, and yeah. So I'm kind of thinking maybe I should have gotten the one with bows on it, but I don't know. I don't mind having this one. The glitter is actually really subtle. You can barely tell there's glitter, except in the texture of the tape. But it is kind of really pretty. Like, it's just a fancier version of what would have been just a plain sunflower washi roll. So, yeah, I really like that. And I have a few sunflower kits that would go very well with. Oof, I don't know if you can hear it, but my nose is definitely getting super stuffed because of, like, talking. I literally don't know why talking for this long makes my nose stuffed. That is the weirdest thing. It might have something to do with me looking down, because in a normal conversation where I talk this long, my nose doesn't get stuffed, so it's probably just from looking down, but just a funny thing. Have any of y'all experienced that? Because, like, I feel like I'm the only one who deals with, like, stuffy nose. Like, coughing, I feel like, is kind of more common, but, like, stuffy nose, it's so weird. I have to, like, drink water a lot to prevent that. Alright, so next we have a whole ton of 5mm. These are random. This is the fall collection that I, for some reason, slept on when it came out, so I had to pick it up in, you know, in retrospect. And then these are the gem of the month, which I also slept on. So I have gotten a few already. I'm not sure which ones or how many exactly. I feel like I've gotten maybe a couple of the gem of the month already. These are just the ones that had come out that I didn't pick up because I just randomly one day realized that there were a bunch from previous months that I just hadn't gotten. So, there's 3 sets that I just picked up in this order. And again, I did not look up the names of these, so I have no clue, except I think I know what the bottom one is. But these two I really don't know, but it'll be pretty easy to find. Just look under Gem of the Month on her website. So the fun thing about these is that the background is like shattered glass, like gemstone kind of foiling, and it's just super gorgeous. And these are also solid foil backgrounds, but they are solid, like, gemstone foiling, not just a one solid foil color, so they're kind of like more special than these a little bit. But I am going to be keeping them kind of in the same section as my solid foils like those. So yeah, this one's kind of a dark blue. It's kind of ultramarine is how I would describe it. Super gorgeous. We have all 3 sizes. They do come in a bundle with all 3 sizes, which I super appreciate, because I love these so much. The 5mm, because they're the ones I use the most often, and oh my goodness, I have so many. I have more than one entire, like, washi drawer full, like just one drawer, not the whole set of 3 drawers, but I have a little bit over one whole drawer full of just the 5mm and the 6mm. But yeah, so that's that gorgeous color. Then we have a gorgeous pink. Oh, I love shades of pink in foil, in washi. I just love every shade of pink. So this is like not quite a hot pink. It's a little bit, I would say this is bubblegum pink is how I would describe this. Bubblegum pink. Again, there's that gorgeous shattered hollow effect on the backgrounds. Here's all 3 sizes. Super pretty bubblegum pink. It's like Barbie pink. It's very versatile. So that Barbie kit from SPC, I bet you could use this with that. I don't have the kit yet, but it's on my wish list. And then this one is the one I thought I could remember the name of. I think it might be Citrine. It's like a really light orange, like orange creamsicle or whatever is how I would describe it. I don't really like orange as a color, but this is like very easy on the eyes, and especially because it's like meant to be like a gemstone. Anything that's like meant to be like a gemstone is prettier than the normal version of it. So, and it reminds me of like an ice cream or like a popsicle. So it's very nice to look at. And there are circumstances where you would need orange washi, so might as well get the fanciest version of that. Alright, so that is the gem of the month. And then let's go over the random 5mm. These are 2 sets of 4. These are just, I think these were like part of Mystery Monday, and they were just sets that I had not previously picked up. So I probably have colors similar to at least these 4 in my collection. You know, I definitely have the plain white with the rose gold. Any duplicates of these, because these are very common, is just plain white with any of the foil colors. You know, I already have those. So any duplicates I usually put with my my duplicate pile and my just for decorating packaging pile. I have those kind of in their own section of my drawers. But yeah, so I probably do have colors or duplicates or colors very close to these already in my collection, but they're not going to be exact because I'm pretty sure I haven't purchased this exact set before. And these are all rose gold foiled, these 4. So we have white with rose gold, this gorgeous light pink with rose gold. I feel like this is her most standard pink, so you'll see this in a lot of sets. And then we have kind of a lavender, maybe a lilac. No, it's like almost like a periwinkle blue, honestly. It's like a blue purple. I'm gonna go with lilac. I get lilac and lavender confused very frequently. I think lilac is lighter. I don't know, what color would you call this? I keep wanting to go back to periwinkle, but like that's more blue. This is more purple. But whatever, you can tell it's a kind of light purple, whatever. Usually I'm good at being more precise, but not today. And then this is a light blue. I think this is another very standard light blue for her. It's like Robin's egg blue. I'm sure this has been featured a lot, but maybe not necessarily with rose gold foil, so there's a plus. Yeah, a good thing about duplicates or in her sets or colors being very close to other colors that she's already done is that frequently the foil colors will be different. So you can, you know, have the right foil color and washi color for every occasion. And then this set, I don't remember the names of these sets, by the way. Like I said, I didn't look them up. I'm sure you can still see them in her Mystery Monday section of her website if they aren't sold out. But this one was just like the solid gemstone foil backgrounds, and that pause was because I was thinking, oh no, I just got, you know, all these gemstones of the month are these 2 duplicates. So let's have the moment of truth and find out. Are these 2 duplicates? I feel like this one is slightly darker, right? Is it just the lighting, or is it actually dark? It's definitely darker, right? Like, tell me below. It's gotta be darker. So I'm just gonna say that one's not a duplicate, but they're just very close, which is fine, I guess. Like, I'm sure I'll be able to use them in different sets, but what am I doing here? Alright, let's see. So this one was from the gemstone of the month. This is from the set. Nope. This is more indigo. This is more ultramarine, more indigo. So this has more purple in it. So these are definitely 2 different colors. Okay, I'm glad about that. Again, they're very similar colors, but they are different and they will have different uses. So, yep, here we have a more hot pink, I would say. A darker bubblegum pink is kind of like a hot pink, so more hot pink. And the shattered glass effect is like a little bit more subtle, I feel like. Let me just verify that. Yes, the shattered glass is a lot more subtle. So that's that one, and then the indigo one, again, very subtle shattered glass. You can very easily, you know, see that rainbow though. It's kind of unfettered by the shattered glass effect, which now that I'm looking closely does not seem to be even present at all on this one. This one, I don't know if you can see what I'm seeing, but like, see those tiny little triangles in there? That's how I can tell that this one is shattered glass. This one I'm not seeing the triangles. No, I'm seeing kind of a geometric shape. There's no way you're gonna be able to see it on camera, but yeah, it's quite possible that these are both, yeah, like it's very easy to see on this one, but they're both shattered glass, but they are extremely subtle shattered glass, and you know, by default, shattered glass is a bit harder to see on darker foil colors, so it is harder to see on the indigo one, but it is there. These are all shattered glass, obviously. It's also very hard to see on the very light foil, but it is easier to see on this kind of mid-range one. This is, I think I would call it a plum purple solid foil color. Yeah, that'd be a good description of it. I love plums. I like prunes too. So yeah, very gorgeous plum color, very easy to see the shattered glass effect on that one. And then finally, oh, this gorgeous, super light pink. This is like the lightest pink ever. It is so gorgeous. Very hard to see the shattered glass, but it does have that gorgeous hollow sheen. Hard to see the white bows as well, but that is okay. It's just the prettiest light pink imaginable, so love that so much. So that is that set, and that is both sets. So now the only Simply Gilded washi we have to go over is the fall collection. This is not every single fall tape. These are just the ones that I wanted to add to my collection because I didn't already have colors that were very close to these. I typically don't look at foil color when I decide if I need a color because I don't have one close to it. So I may have, so there may have been ones that I didn't buy, that because I had colors that were close to them, even though they were in a different foil. So, you know, I could have bought those and just had the same, kind of the similar color in both foils, but I chose not to do that because I don't really reach for these tapes very often, and I kind of disregard foil color when I do, because if I did want to buy the same tape and the same color tape in every foil color, oh my god, that would be so much money. So kind of trying to avoid getting roped into that, at least at this point in my life. So yeah, this is not the entire fall collection. These are just the colors that I chose to pick up because I didn't have similar ones in my collection, disregarding foil color. So here are the 5mm. This set is like a supersized set. Usually you get 4 to a set, or even 3, or even 2 sometimes. Sorry, meant to be just these 2. But this one is 6, and these all came in one set, so I was pretty excited to pick these up. Unless I'm lying to myself, because I'm noticing the foil colors are different. These 3 are gold foiled, these 3 are rose gold foiled. But I still feel like they all came in one set though, because like they're all the fall tapes. Yeah, I think they came in one set. I'm pretty sure. I remember them all being packaged together anyway. But yeah, so these are the rose gold tapes. So we have this gorgeous kind of darker yellow, like a mustard yellow, I would say, like a Hufflepuff yellow. Kind of matches the Hufflepuff tape that I have from her. Here we have a like reddish brown. It's kind of like a rust brown, very pretty, very fall. And then this one is, it's kind of like that plum color a little bit. Let me see how it compares to this one. Yeah, so it's like a more muted plum color. It's really hard to describe like these shades of purple and brown sometimes because they all kind of run together. But yeah, so these are all the ones with rose gold foiling, and these are the ones with gold. We have that solid pink color. Let me grab this one out to see how they compare. Yeah, it's a little bit darker than the light pink. But again, I feel like this is a very common color to see in Simply Gilded foils too. And then we have this gorgeous like dark red. I think dark red is probably the best way to describe it. It's not quite maroon. Or, I meant burgundy. It's not quite burgundy. Or is it? I'm not really sure what burgundy. I know it's like a dark red, but is this burgundy? Maybe. You can see what color it is, it's dark red. And then this one is like a muted pastel turquoise a little bit. Or just maybe muted robin's egg blue. Whatever you want to call it. It's a very muted blue. So those are the 5mm. And then I did get duplicates. Oh, how did that guy get in there? Did get duplicates of the mustard yellow in rose gold foil. Like I said, I have kind of the mustardy yellow already, I think, but not this exact shade, and I don't think I have any foils really. Or maybe I have silver foil, and this is rose gold. I don't know, either way I decided to do this one. And then we have the blue color, the muted blue in the set, and then also the rust brown. I don't have a lot of brown tapes, so I really wanted to pick that up. And then this one that snuck in here, I believe is another gem of the month. This was, so these were from previous months. I think this was a more recent month. So this might have been like December or something like that, or November, the gem of the month. And this is, again, that plum color. Let me see if it matches that. Does it? I kind of want to say it does, right? Yeah. No, this has like more rainbow though, like more hollow. Like you can see that. It has more of that hollow sheen. But they're all shattered glass. And I feel like they all definitely are the same base purple plum color. So yeah. Plum gem of the month, I'm just going to say. Let me see if the same thing is true of these. No, these all definitely look like they go together. These I would still be hesitant about saying they are supposed to be part of a set, because I did definitely get this as part of, you know, the other set. But they are pretty much the same color. This gorgeous plum purple. So that is another gem of the month, I believe. I could be totally wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's just another gem of the month. No, because then it would come with this one for sure, right? So it's not. It's just a solid plum. See, this would be avoided if I had looked at my invoice before starting the haul, but no, I refuse. Making things up is more fun. Less informative, more fun. Don't come to my channel for information. Come for me making up stuff. Sim, if you're watching this, I know you do the same thing with like names of stuff. We're both the same in that. Anyways, yeah, so that is actually it for Simply Gilded. I knew this would take about a half hour. It may take longer than a half hour to get through the rose-colored Daze, but let's see. Let's go ahead and get into that now. Okay, so now we can get into the overlays part of the haul, and I know I said this was going to be mostly rose-colored Daze, but I do want to start off with a really tiny order from Sticky Essentials, because this was the pre-sale order that finally came in from what felt like a whole year ago, but it was sometime earlier this year, I'm not sure, but yeah, she finally brought back her bougie box tapes, but the size of the roll was doubled, so you get more tapes on each roll. And I think they are like a slightly different design, I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, so I picked up the set of all 4 main colors. So we have the gold tape. Why did I not? I swear to God, I went through last night and like took off all of the plastic on all of them. But for some reason, I literally just completely skipped over the Sticky Essentials tapes. So this should be the only time you see me unwrapping a tape on camera. And I'm not going to do all of them, I'm just going to do this one so you can see the pattern of the confetti. And it will be the same pattern for all 4 tapes, obviously. So I'll put that off to the side. You can see my little pretty sewing scissors, which are just now my planning scissors. But yeah, so there's a nice bright green piece to mark the end of the roll. Of course, now I need another tool to get that part up, which is my really pretty gold scissors. I have a lot of gold things now. I have a gold ruler, gold scissors, and gold tweezers, and I think I ordered a gold tray from somewhere. Where did I order it from? I have no clue. No, I think I remember it was from Paper Geek Co. I hope I'm correct about that. But yeah, that order shipped and should come in soon. But yeah, I'm slowly converting to all gold. Now all I need is a gold slice tool, although I could just spray paint mine gold. I have gold spray paint, I probably will. And then need gold like whiteout and a tape roller. Tape runner, I guess is what it's called. I'm not gonna spray paint those, but that's all the stuff that's in my little planning accessory tray. So yeah, that and gold undo. Anyways, again, I'm talking more about other stuff than the washi. So here's what it looks like when it is unrolled. This is a really light, subtle confetti pattern. What I do love about this is that it's different sizes of confetti. I'm seeing only 3 sizes of confetti dots so far. You have the really big ones, and then there's a medium size, and then they're really, really tiny dots, which of course there are the most of. So that is really cool. I love the variation. Other rolls are just one solid size. I think Rose Colored Daze is one solid size. I think SPC, no, I think SPC is multiple sizes. I'm having a hard time remembering exactly, but yeah, I pretty much mostly have only Rose Colored Daze right now. And then the previous Sticky Essentials bougie box tapes that I used to have, those were also one size of confetti, I think, too. There's a time and place for both. I like both, but I like having, you know, options too. So I really love having this as an option of a tape. Really pretty, really subtle. I don't know how well it's going to show up, especially when you cover a lot of the bigger dots, but sometimes you just want that subtle effect. So that is what the confetti pattern looks like on these Sticky Essentials tapes. And again, they are thick. You can see there's a lot. Let me just grab a Rose Colored Daze tape for comparison. Not going to show off the color quite yet. I think, if I'm not mistaken, so the cardboard seems about the same. They are about the same, although I think there may be slightly more on these Sticky Essentials, which is very cool, because Rose Colored Daze is already an amazing value. So super cool that Delilah made her tape so much bigger. There's a lot of sticky stuff though. I'm not too fond of that, taking all the strings off, but yeah, super cool. So there's the gold, the silver, rose gold, which is very pinky, which I love. I think a lot of us love pink rose gold as opposed to coppery. And then the hollow, which is also very gorgeous. And then as for the extra tapes that I picked up, these were just tapes that I didn't already have like versions of in my collection, and they're kind of basic, so I wanted them. Here we have solid hollow. I think she had solid all of the main colors, but I already have solid, you know, gold, silver, and rose gold. I did not have a solid hollow foil tape. I have a hollow overlay from Rose Colored Daze, but I do not have a solid hollow, and to be honest, I wasn't really sure that it was a thing that existed. So when I saw this, I knew how to pick it up. Yep, it is completely solid hollow, no overlay whatsoever. Oh, that is so gorgeous. I love that a lot. So yeah, it was just an essential tape that I needed to add to my collection. So there's that, and the other one is a rose gold, I guess kind of a pink border tape. I'm trying to like build up a collection of rolls that can be used for like any full box in all the main foil colors. I really wish somebody would come up with like a confetti like corner border tape like this, but like with just confetti in the 4 corners. That would be amazing. But yeah, right now it's really just the rectangular borders that are an option. So I have these in the other main foil colors, but I didn't have rose gold. So here we have 2 options. You have the offset borders right here, and then you have just a solid border. I like these. They're not too intrusive on the design of the full box. They're a good size. I think Rose Colored Daze also does those 2 designs with her border tapes as well. But yeah, just a nice classic option. So those are everything from the Sticky Essentials pre-sale. So far I'm loving what I see. Hopefully they work out well in practice. Okay, so now let's get into rose-colored days. I am going to start with, am I going to start with the subscriptions or not? I'm not going to do that. I changed my mind. I was going to, then I decided not to. I'm just going to start with the other stuff. So these are the inauguration tapes from that release that she did. I think these were kind of like a separate release because she did both of these type tapes in 2 different color schemes, I think. So you have the red and blue and you have the silver and gold. I did not get the silver and gold because these I'm pretty much only going to use for like patriotic type stuff. I mean, I could have used silver and gold for other stuff, like these stars, you know, it might be nice to have these, but like I didn't really see that I would be using those that much. So I just got the red and blue to go specifically with, so I have the voting kit for voting week from Creating Code that you probably saw in my last haul, and then I just bought the inauguration week kit from SPC, so this will go well with that, and then I have 1,000,001 4th of July kits that I have to use, so these tapes are going to go well with all of those, and you know, it's again a color scheme that's going to be able to be used year after year, so you know, for both of those things, there's probably always going to be, well, not voting kits every single year, but every 4 years there's going to be voting kits and inauguration kits, and then every year there's going to be 4th of July. So I will be able to eventually, you know, kind of work my way through this roll. So here are the header tapes. We have one's just solid red stars, and then they alternate with the solid blue stars. So you get 2 of each in a row, which I think is really interesting instead of just straight alternating. But yeah, I don't know why I had to unroll so many, because now it's going to be really hard to get those back where they were. But yeah, these are perforated at 1.5 inches. And yeah, so I just like the solid stars. What I like about these a lot is that these are, like, the design of these is kind of, it's a big design. It's like, these are big stars. So they're going to show up over like your average glitter header. I feel like even if the glitter pattern is a bit chunkier, like these are chunky stars, so they're going to show up a little better. Meanwhile, with a lot of like, you know, confetti header overlay tapes, the confetti is like really tiny and it just gets completely lost in the glitter design. And a lot of the other like intricate designs, like if you have a dainty bow design, it's going to get completely lost in the glitter header. So what I like about this one is that it's chunkier. You're going to be able to actually see the design if you glance at the header head on at an angle. No matter what, I feel like you're going to be able to see the design, so I appreciated that. And then this one is, I feel like, many different designs. It's fireworks and it looks like stars, and these are also red and blue alternating, so let's kind of dig into that and see what the full boxes look like. I love that she does these like themed tapes like this. Like, it's so fun. You don't really see these anywhere else. No other shop does so many washi tapes like this, like Lauren's shop. Like, you got Girl Boss Anna, and she does a lot of fun stuff, a lot of themed releases, but not nearly as many, and they're not like necessarily all that topical, and there's not that many options. Like, really, Rose Color Days is the washi overlay shop, and for fun header designs like you will see in a second. But yeah, so it does look like there are 2 distinct designs on this roll, and of course they alternate between blue and red. So we have the star border on the top and the bottom. I love that. It looks like very kind of presidential, more so than just any other star pattern that you would see. And then we have fireworks, of course. Those seem to be kind of like very scruffy, straggly looking fireworks. I'm not too sure about that, but that's okay. I'm sure that when they are used on a full box, they will look fine. Then we have the same thing in red stars and red fireworks. I do feel like I have already like firework tapes. I feel like I have I feel like they were a sub. They were a Rose Color Days sub theme at one point. I need to go check on that. But like, so I felt like that was in gold, maybe gold and silver, I'm not sure. But I feel like I already had that, so I didn't have to get that in gold and silver. Because Sadie Stickers also had a $2 Tuesday that was like, you know, presidential, like inauguration themed, and that there were fireworks in that too. But I passed on those because I thought I already had them, but hopefully I'm correct about that. Alright, now let's move on to the Christmas themed tapes. of which there are quite a lot, Christmas and winter. So let's start with the winter tapes. So I did get the winter collection of solid glitter tapes. These are, I believe, perforated, which is great. And for some reason, as usual, they are different types of glitter. It always just really makes me wonder why she would choose to do that. Of course, this is impossible to find the end. Like, it's gotta be somewhere, right? No, that definitely looks like it's it. There we go, found it. So yeah, so this is the blue. It's like a very nice, solid, kind of lighter blue a little bit. Let me see if I can find the perforation. So there's one, yep. So it is perforated. And I'm not 100% convinced, so I'm gonna, there we go, yep, definitely is perforated. Oh, I love that. These are really lovely tapes. I think I used one recently, not entirely sure, but I feel like I did. And yeah, these are really great. They just add so much more oomph to your spread. So you have this gorgeous like wintry blue and the very fine glitter. The next two are a thicker, chunkier glitter with more interest. So here's the white glitter with like very kind of sparkly hollow glitter bits throughout, and it is thicker. Like you can see the roll itself is a little bit chunkier, and each individual header, when you unroll it, does have a chunkier feel as well. If I can actually unroll it, like, yeah, you can see that's one thick header. Yeah, so these are gonna definitely add some more depth to your planner, so just be aware of that. It's gonna make them a lot thicker, but it is so gorgeous. It's solid white. And then lastly is this pink color. Yeah, these still look very wintry colors. I'm surprised it wasn't red, but I guess that's more of a Christmassy one, which for some reason wasn't an option, wasn't a release this year, sadly. No solid red glitter. Unless, no, I feel like it's already come out. I'm hallucinating. I haven't looked at my collection in a long time, so I probably already have that somewhere. I'm not going to try to find the end, but you know it's here. This is a very pretty pink tape. Definitely looks like there's some silver in there with the pink as well. So again, the chunkier ones have a little bit of interest in there. So that is the winter collection. Super beautiful. Then we have the winter overlay tapes. Both of these were also offered in the Christmas option, so you'll see those in a minute, but I just want to keep with the same kind of blue and pink color scheme going on. So we have the border tape. Again, I just like getting the basics, just stocking up on those to have. And a lot of winter themed kits have this blue and pink color scheme, so this is going to go with a lot of them. So we have this gorgeous light blue and light pink, and we have, looks like two variations of the border, no offset borders, but we have the double border and the single in both colors. So there you go, they kind of alternate like that. And these are, yeah, this one is like very thin and towards the outside of the box, so again, it's not going to interfere too much with the full box design. These are the ornaments. Again, I'm not really sure why I got the ornaments in the winter color scheme, because these are like more of a Christmas thing. I don't use winter kits in like December. I use Christmas kits in December. I use winter kits in January when it's past the time for ornaments. So not really sure why this was the choice, but it's quite possible that it'll match something, so hopefully it does. So yeah, these are just the exact same design for every single tape or every single overlay in both the pink and the blue, just hanging ornaments. Again, they're pretty nice and subtle, but I also feel like that would kind of get lost if you used it over too busy of a full box, so you're gonna kind of have to use that carefully and sparingly. So those are really all the winter tapes. Now we can get into the Christmas tapes specifically. So let's start off with some headers. Those two kind of go together, so we'll start off with these. So we have the solid foil ones first. we have solid red and green foil. Again, I just love red and green so much, and these are perforated. So these are gonna look great with the majority of Christmas kits. I really only buy the ones with like solid red and green as opposed to like pastel colors. I don't really like pastels. I just like the classic solid traditional Christmas colors. Let me see how easy it is to how easy it's gonna be to take off a little bit for y'all. Should have kept those tweezers out. My nails don't really do it. But yeah, nice and thin. I love these solid foils. And they rip off fairly easily, but not perfectly. So the line is a little bit jagged, but it's okay. I know it's not, I'm not really focusing right now. There we go. Nope, gotta keep my finger up there. A little bit jagged, but it's all right. I'm using the back of one of her business cards as my little swatch sheet, but there. Alright, so that's the solid red, solid green. This is kind of like a darker green. I kind of like that. It's like an evergreen green, kind of almost emerald, but not quite. And this is really fun. So I think I have the solid gold already from her, from other shops too. But this is like gold, gold hollow. It's like a glitter gold hollow foil, which is really exciting for a tape. Cause like I've never seen the, like any fun foil colors in like solid foil header form. So this is like super fun and gorgeous, and I need more of gold hollow in my life. I think we all do. But yeah, that is super duper pretty. It's not gonna go with too many spreads, but the ones it goes with, it's gonna really pop. So let's put that tiny little square on there. Gorgeous. Like all of these are gorgeous. Like these are all amazing options that you don't see in any other shop. And here we have the overlays. I'm not sure how many different color variations were offered for this specific design. I think there was maybe one more that I didn't get, but I had to get both the gold and silver base. So these are just like string light header overlays. I got the silver string with the red and green bulbs, and I also got the gold one, so I'll show you that in a second. I feel like the silver one will probably go with a little bit more and looks a little bit more traditional, like it makes sense. But they're both very pretty. Gold and silver are colors that come up a lot in Christmas spreads, so I couldn't justify only getting one, because there's going to be, you know, there's going to be a week where I use gold foil for that spread, and I wanted to be able to have the gold base as a background, because if I use the silver one, it would look out of place. So, yeah, so there's the gold string. Even though it looks a little bit weirder, there's going to be a time and place where I'm really glad that I have this one instead of just the silver one. Alright, and then this box is kind of the odd box out. This is more gold hollow. I know I said box, I meant tape, because I keep thinking of these as bougie box tapes, which they are. But yeah, so more gold hollow in my life. So she did come out with more like bougie box tapes in holiday colors. I want to say at my suggestion. I did suggest it on her suggestion post, but I definitely wasn't the only one who wanted these. You know what, this is really interesting, because when you look at it on the roll, like it definitely looks segmented. Like there's clear spaces, there's clear striations in there where like there aren't like confetti pieces, but when you look at the actual tape, it's like almost impossible to see those. Like there's areas where it's a little bit sparse, but like there aren't clear striations. So that's super interesting. I thought this was going to be the design I was getting, and I was like, that's an interesting choice. I wonder why she would do that. But that's not the actual design. So this is actually way better than expected. So these bougie boxes are quite different from her previous ones. I think I have the gold out here for reference. Let me just actually unroll this so you can see what I'm talking about. I think these aren't necessarily meant to be bougie boxes. These kind of were, the older ones. These were kind of like marketed more as that. So yeah, so here's her bougie box tapes. So very homogeneous sized confetti, very tiny and spaced very closely together. So here's the new one, which is different shapes of confetti. There's some like stars in there. They are kind of, no, there's different sizes, and they are much further apart. So this is, I think, bougie like 3.0 or something. and this is 2.0. I don't remember exactly, but there's a clear difference. But again, I love all bougie tapes equally. Like, it's not a bad thing that these are like this. Although it's a little bit harder to see that it's gold hollow, but I do love gold hollow. So I need to find a way to use these. So I have these, and then I think there's like a sparkly hollow option in like one of the sub boxes that you'll see in a second, I hope. So like those are the two foils that I'm kind of fixating on right now. But yeah, so that's super gorgeous, gold hollow, kind of bougie. And then I got the same thing as the header overlay to kind of match with that, because once you jump on that gold hollow train, you need everything in gold hollow. So we got the solid foil tape right there, and then here's the overlay tape for glitter headers. Yep, same pattern, exactly the same pattern, just in header form, so I'm not really gonna go over that too much. And then we have, of course, the classic red and green. So we have red and green bougie boxes, which again I kind of suggested because these were definitely a necessity, and I'm gonna go through this roll so fast of the red because I love red foil. I was gonna use it on the Cruella de Vil spread that I did, which was, it's already like a red bomb, like it's way too much red almost, but it would have been even more like hard on the eyes if I had used red bougie. I used silver bougie because I didn't have this yet, but glad I didn't make that choice. But yeah, I want to do more with red foil because it's so pretty. So now I'm like all about the red foil everything. What did I buy that was red foil recently? On the Sadie Sticker Stealer Tuesday, she had like her red foil bundle, and I bought 3 of the boxes, the box samplers. So, you know, from SPC you can get like just half boxes and quarter boxes and stuff with like that foiled outline. There's an option from Sadie Stickers to do that too with each foil bundle of her matte foils. So I picked up 3 of the red ones just to go with, you know, all the other red foil bundles that I have. I should have got more, but I love red foil. So here's the green. Again, it's like kind of a dark green, but like it could pass for solid green. Like if you put this in a St. Patrick's Day spread, I feel like it would still work, even though those colors are more of like a solid green, and this is a little bit of a darker green. This is like Christmas tree green. So again, meant for Christmas, but could pass in a variety of situations. Would I use it in a spring spread? Probably not. Summer spread? Possibly. But spring spread is usually more of a light green, and this would not go well with that at all, I feel like. Yeah, this is more of a winter green color. So still very pretty, and I love it, and I love green. I love this shade of green in particular. This is like my favorite shade of green. And then the red one, of course, you know, I have to unroll this one for you too, even though it's the exact same pattern. I just want to admire this and visualize how I'm going to use this, and all the spreads I'm going to use it in, and all the kits I have that this would look so well with. And I'm just going to break the entire roll while I'm doing it because I'm getting so excited. That's the thing about overlays, is that they break. You have to be really careful. Even if you're being careful, they break. Like, this is an entire haul of just washi. It's a miracle that this was the first one that I've broken so far. Sorry, I keep probably bumping the camera while I'm trying to figure this out. But yeah, so that's the design. Again, very sparsely confettied, but that is a-okay. And honestly, it's kind of nice because it doesn't take away from the actual full boxes, or like half boxes and whatever else you got in your spread. So I am just going to rip all of this off because I don't want it to interfere with the next perfect box. And I am just going to plop this right onto my little swatch sheet so I have somewhere to put it. So pretty. Let's get that angle on there. Ooh, look at that red. I do love me some red foil and green foil. Like, her releasing those 2 colors in bougie box form, like, makes my entire life. How often am I going to be able to use them in a spread? Probably not that often. Same with the gold hollow. Am I super thrilled to have these as options? Heck yeah, I want literally every single foil color in a bougie box tape. That's all I want in life. Please make it happen. I mean, obviously I want every single color in a solid foil header tape as well, and also a glitter header tape. I want every single option of everything, and I feel like Lauren is the most likely to make that happen, and I'm here for it. So even if I have to get 50 Michaels drawers, probably would have to get a better storage solution if I had that many tapes, but Right now I have 6. I have 6. 2 of them are not filled because I bought them specifically with the express purpose of filling them with all these tapes in this haul because I knew I would need it. I don't have nearly enough storage in the other 4 that I have. But yeah, so it's going to be about 6 when I'm done. And I'm still subbed to Rose Colored Daze sub boxes, so I'm going to get a whole stack of new ones every month. So yeah, I'm going to need a better storage solution, but like, I'm going to do it because these rolls are such a good value. So here's the red and green border. Ooh, these are, ooh. The green is like sparkly. Not sparkly, but like kind of shattered glass. I didn't even realize that before. Is this like shattered glass? I think it is. I think it is, and I've just been sleeping on that fact. So these are 2 different shades of green, obviously. But like, this is so pretty. I didn't even realize that. It's like, I think the red is either shattered glass or like some other, or like sparkly or something. But yeah, oh, that is so pretty. That is so, so pretty. These are going to be great with Christmas kits, and I can't wait to get into that, even though I'm literally 9 months behind in planning right now, and I'm not, well, actually 10 months, I think. Yeah, I'm 10 months behind planning, so it's going to be a long time before I get to plan Christmas stuff, but when I do, oh, I'm going to be so happy to use these tapes, and you know how many more tapes are going to come out before that point, so I'm going to have all the options. But this is so gorgeous. Let me go ahead and open up the ornaments for you. Yeah, this is going to be probably even easier to see how gorgeous these foil choices are. Yep. Look at that shattered glass ornament effect. And the red. I'm trying to decide if those like breaks in the foil are on purpose or accidental. They look like on purpose. Yeah, they're on purpose. It's a choice. It's a choice. This is super random, but like everything that I see in my life now is reminding me of the movie Tangled because I haven't seen it in a while, and people keep referencing it in various parts of my life, like various groups I'm in, like friends or like people online. Like I keep seeing like references to it everywhere, and I haven't seen it in so long, and I keep thinking I need to rewatch it, but it's like never high enough on my priority list to actually sit down and rewatch it. So now I'm like literally seeing it everywhere myself, even when nobody's mentioning it. So I just saw those ornaments hanging, and I was like, I need to watch Tangled. That was super random, but like I feel like I'm probably not the only one who like has those experiences. Eventually it's gonna haunt me enough to where I sit down and watch it, but I have like 3 other movies on my list and like 20 other movies on my list to watch with my boyfriend, so actually I'm probably gonna make him watch that with me, just so I watch it. I know he watches it a lot with his daughter, and yeah, he would be happy to watch it with me too. Alright, let's get into sub boxes. Got 2 subscriptions, one of them for November, I think one of them for December. What order do they go in? I don't know. I'm probably doing them in backwards order. I guess we will find out when I open up the cello and discover what month it says. Will it say the month? Usually it says so on the sticker sheets, but it doesn't. It doesn't, so who knows? Anyways, this is this one. So this is like a weird theme for me because I couldn't ever really figure out like what theme it actually was. It looks just like really confetti. It looks like a confetti theme, but like really chunky confetti, like this. Like, it's interesting. It's like not just a confetti theme, it's like a different kind of confetti, so it's like, okay, maybe not totally a waste of a theme idea, but to be determined. I am really excited about some of these tapes, so I don't know. I'm gonna withhold judgment until we get into it. Anyway, as usual, here's her vellum sticky notes that are like her thing now. She's like really going for these vellum sticky notes, and they are selling out like hotcakes. She can't restock them fast enough. I do not have any interest in these. I like normal sticky notes, I really do. Vellum, I don't want to figure out what pen is going to work. These are clear. I don't know why they're clear. Like, what is going on with these? So these are going straight to D-Stash. That is a-okay. I wish she would replace them with something else as like the freebie option, or as, you know, part of the sub. And she probably eventually will. Like, she didn't used to have these, now she has them. It'll be something different next, but yeah. For the deco sheets, she has little circles. I don't really know what these are for. I feel like she may have mentioned it somewhere what these are for, but again, I think it's kind of more up to interpretation. What I'm seeing from here is check boxes, except instead of boxes, they're circles. You could use them for that, or just like deco. They could just be circular shapes of deco, just rings, just, you know, your sonic rings as deco. Like that's probably what I'm gonna do with these, honestly. So yeah, so our colors are this like gold, but it's like a really hot, like almost orangey gold, which is really interesting to me, so I don't think I've seen that color anywhere else. And then kind of like a shattered glass silver, but it's not shattered glass. The design is actually like little stars in there, which is super cool, and I'm curious to see how it will manifest in the rest of these tapes. I really don't know what to make of these tapes until I open them. I really have no clue. And I feel like the best way I'm going to get an idea of what is in these tapes is to start with this like bougie looking one, because if there's one thing that excites me, it's a bougie box tape, and I feel like it'd be a good way to get an idea of what the design is, or at least what the color is. So these do look like bougie box tapes, obviously. It looks more like the new bougie box style, but like not quite. It's a different confetti dispersal. I'm trying to be all fancy, but like what you know what I mean. You know what I mean by that. Like the dispersion is a little different. They're differently dispersed, shall we say. Listen to the English major try to describe, you know, foil to you. But yeah, so they're pretty much all the same size confetti on here. They're not the same shape. We got the circles and we got the stars going on. And they are like medium dispersal pattern. So they're not too far, not too close. They're pretty good. I like this. I like this a lot. These make fantastic bougie boxes, let me just tell you that. So again, we have this kind of almost orangey gold color, 2 of those, and then 2 of the silver with sparkle interest. I do love these as bougie box tapes. This is just like a more fun silver, and this is a more fun gold. It's like a hop in gold. Like when you want this like kind of hot gold color, there you go. So we got the gold hollow bougie tapes, you got the hot gold in there. I already have the gold and the light gold. So we got 4 different kinds of gold. I mean, you can never have enough gold, I tell you. Gold and silver, my favorite foils. All right, so yeah, there's really no theme other than it's just confetti. So it's not this chunky confetti, unless that's what this tape is. I'm looking at it now and I'm like, that's probably what this tape is. So again, I'm not seeing like a clear like theme here. It's just like these are just fun foil colors, which I totally love. But like, would I be able to use all these together? I don't know. Because this is confetti, but it's like a different shape of confetti, a different style of confetti than the bougie boxes. Like, would I be able to use these together? I mean, maybe, because it's the same foil, but it would look weird. I don't know. I really don't know what to make of this still. So this is all the same design, which is unusual. Usually she does like maybe between 2 and 4 different designs on a roll now, but this is all the same one, and it is just like falling confetti. Almost like falling snow, but like again, with interest. So it's kind of fun, very versatile. You could use this with pretty much any design, any kit, I feel like. Although it would look really good on like party kits. It just has that kind of party effect, almost like bokeh. But yeah, interesting choice. I don't know that I would need this in a whole roll, but there it is in a whole roll for me. Now this I'm kind of excited about, and I'll tell you why once I unroll it and affirm my belief that it is indeed what I think it is, because as you've seen before, I really can eat my words sometimes. Okay, no, I am excited about this. So this is the bottom washi. It is the full-size bottom washi. I used to know what millimeter it was. Is it 32 millimeters? It could be 32. I could be lying about that, but it's just a full-size bottom washi, not if you want to cut it in half. Full size. It is perforated for standard size planners. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And it is that solid, like silver, but it's like the really intricate confetti, same as the bougie box, I believe. Now what I'm excited about this for is because I really want just like a very extremely versatile full bottom washi overlay in every foil color that I can just use with any spread. Like if I decide not to cut my washi one week and I need an overlay for the whole thing, I just want to be able to grab grab from my like base collection, just have very basic, and this is kind of a very basic tape, very basic confetti. I'm gonna use it as silver, even though it's silver with interest, and it's gonna work. It could even work with hollow, because I feel like the star pattern in there is a little bit hollow, like definitely. It could be silver, it could be hollow. This could be like a very basic bottom washi overlay for both of those foils. And I'm just kind of excited to have that, because I don't think she has those, because they don't sell very well. She doesn't really do the full bottom washi overlay tapes because they don't sell very well, and it's really impossible to find in other shops as well. So I'm glad that there's one. So that I do like. This is the 15mm, so if you do want to cut your washi and you have your 15mm strip, a lot of shops are offering that now, most notably SPC and Sticky Essentials. I'm pretty sure, right? Sticky Essentials offers that? I feel like she does. I think everybody does now, almost everybody. But yeah, so you have your 15mm strip. There has to be a faster way to say that, because I think all of us stumble over that. But and then you want to put a foil overlay over that. Here's your option. So this, why is she doing so many different confetti styles? This really, so that's the theme of this sub, is like, how many different ways can we do confetti with these fun foil colors? So this matches the journaling card exactly. This is that exact kind of confetti. It's falling confetti, it's chunky, and you can see the star pattern a lot more easily in there, which I think is the coolest thing ever. But again, it's like, do I use these foils all together? Like, when do I even use this foil? Like, I'm gonna find a way to use it. Like, maybe I'll bring it into a galaxy kit, of which I am buying more now, because, you know, I jump on trends. I jump on them really late, but I jump on them. So, like, I'll find a way to use it, but I'm having trouble seeing this as a cohesive sub-theme. Let me know if you agree, because I feel like I can't be the only one who's like, what is going on with this sub? What is the name of this? I don't get it. Like, what is it? So here is one of the header overlays. It is that same solid silver, but this confetti pattern, I was expecting this to be like the full bottom washi or the bougie box, but it's not. This is the chunky confetti overlay. It's like, okay, that's a choice, but again, I prefer the chunky confetti overlays for glitter headers because it stands out a little better. It does not get lost in the glitter header. This I'm expecting to be exactly like the bougie box tapes. Yep. So same confetti pattern as the bougie box tapes, and you get 2 of the silver. What the heck? You get 1, 2, 3 of the silver. No, it is 3. You get 3 silver and 3 gold. Okay. I think it should be alternating 1 and 1 instead of 3 and 3, but oh well. See, with tapes like this and her date dot tapes, which I do love, and I want her to do every single thing that you could get in foil as a tape. With stuff like that, you really need to have like a sticker book lying nearby that you could put the extras into that you're not going to use. I don't have any sticker books because I do my storage a little differently, and you will see that storage eventually. But I have to figure out something for these specifically, because like I could do it the way I do my other like extra sticker storage, but like I feel like I would go through so many sheets of paper that way. So I'll have to figure that out. Alright, so let's go into the last and final sub box. Okay, so we just have a few more tapes to get through and some extra stuff, and that's it. So we're almost there in the home stretch. So this theme is a little bit easier to figure out. Okay, so this journaling card says December and that one said January, so I'm assuming this was actually first. So there you go. Whatever order these were in, this was probably November and this was probably the December sub box. So yeah, so this theme is more floral in nature. Like we already had, I think, a flowers sub theme, but this one is a little bit different, and I don't mind because I love all of them. They're going to be a little bit harder for me to use, but they're just so pretty. Who doesn't want pretty tapes? So we have the calendar journaling card as usual, and then we have this one. This is our sticker sheet replacement item. So normally we would have, you know, our decorative sticker sheets. No, we have just a decorative, what's it called? Journaling card instead. And I like this because I like just powdered ones. I like to use journaling cards or like these clear ones to go over like photos or over other journaling cards, as you know, and to like display them like that, put them in a frame. But this one I feel like would be harder to go over something. Like, let me just try it over that. It does fit perfectly over some of the Gilded ones, but like you lose the design because this covers the whole thing pretty much. So this would be better used as a background for something. I'm not sure what. Maybe if you had a smaller picture, you could put it right there and just see everything else, or all the design of the card in the background. That would be pretty cool, actually. But yeah, so there's ways to use this for layering, and I think I'll keep it for that purpose. But yeah, I think I would have preferred the sticker sheets anyways. And then we have, of course, our vellum sticky notes. These are little checklist ones, which are cute, but again, straight to destash because I don't use them. Alright, so let's see where actual tapes are. I kind of don't really know what to expect. I don't remember at all what the sneaks looked like, and I haven't really unrolled these yet. But this one looks pretty promising. This looks like a bougie box tape in a fun color. I was actually just thinking I wanted like a pink one. I don't know why, because like I have rose gold ones that are pinky rose gold, so I basically already have like the pinky ones. Like, let me actually just grab the Stinky Essentials one and compare. They're kind of almost the exact same shade. So I don't know why I wanted this, but I wanted it and now I have it, so yeah, at least I know this one's a solid pink. So if I ever want a solid pink bougie box tape, this is it. So again, this is a completely different like bougie box confetti pattern. I'm trying to remember if it's the same as like her solid ones. No, because these are a little bit thicker confetti. This is like the thinnest confetti possible, and she's using it as like bougie hairs, which is interesting. But it is like pretty close together. It's not very widely dispersed, pretty closely dispersed. So I feel like that makes up for the fact that the confetti is really tiny and almost impossible to see. So it's an interesting choice. Will you be able to tell what color it is very easily? Probably not. But if you look at it just a certain angle and you use it with, you know, a pink kit, other pink foils, I feel like it would work. So interesting as a bougie box foil, but I'm happy to add it to my bougie box collection. So yeah, clearly our two colors this week or this month are this nice light pink color and silver. So we only have two of the light pink tapes. So let me kind of just go over those both at the same time because they do seem to be kind of related a little bit. So this looks like just a classic confetti header overlay tapes. Like she had, like her basic ones are in the same style. I have a lot of these already. Like very widely dispersed confetti, almost impossible to see over the glitter headers, which is actually kind of a good thing. I feel like to have a more subtle header overlay for using glitter headers. There's like a time and place. If it's a nice design like a bow, you want to be able to see it. But if it's confetti, it's nicer when it's subtle. So, yeah. So I like that in that light pink color. Do I have one of that same pink color? No, I have one from her that's like a more bubblegum pink. So this is like a nice light pink, so that's good. Good for that. Again, it's a different confetti pattern, but it's kind of nice. It adds interest. So now let's go into these silver tapes, which all look to be on that nature theme, which I have no real recollection of what it looks like, so this is going to be a surprise to me, and it's very hard to see or like to imagine what it looks like based on when it's still rolled up. So I'm gonna have to unroll it to see truly what we're getting here. So I'm kind of a little bit apprehensive, like how well am I going to be able to use this, but we'll see. We'll see what we get. This is interesting. I've never seen anything like this before. Is this cherry blossom themed? I'm starting to think this is cherry blossom themed. That looks kind of like a cherry blossom tree, and that would explain the pink, although why the cherry blossoms aren't in the pink foil, I don't know. Yeah, so we have a whole bunch of branches for this one. This is going to be a very difficult box to use. It's gonna pretty much only going to be able to go over a patterned full box, but like a really faint pattern, and like preferably a light color, like pretty much just a white box. If you had just a white full box, this would go over that. As a matter of fact, somebody should make those. But again, how often are you gonna have like overlays like this that would go only with that? Not very often. I like the pattern. It's just not gonna be able to go over very many boxes. kind of the same with these other ones over here. Like, these are pretty big patterns that are, like, this one's kind of thick and covers up a lot of, like, the designs. So, I really don't know. These would be super cool if you had, like, a bunch of white space in your spread anywhere that you needed to fill up. Like, if you had a whole bunch of sidebar room, it would be really cool to just have this design just, like, on the white paper in the background. Of course, you would white out all the lines, but that would be really cool. But other than that, I wouldn't want to put these over any, like, full boxes necessarily. It would be really hard to find those. So it looks like you get just these 3 designs of the cherry blossom trees. Interesting. This whole box is, like, very interesting, not what I was really expecting. Alright, so I'm assuming these other tapes are going to be kind of that same pattern. Over bottom washi it makes a little bit more sense, especially if you are a Scribble Prints Co. kit buyer, because a lot of her bottom washi now is just like, it's just the pattern from the clip art. She just picks a pattern and then that's it. Like, there's no real, like, designs in the bottom washi anymore. So it's real ripe for overlays, especially, you know, these solid 32mm size overlays. These would go over those really well. So yeah, thankfully this is a little bit of a sparser design. But yeah, it just looks like some more cherry blossom branches. It would be really embarrassing if these weren't cherry blossoms after all, but I have an inkling that that's what it is, so I'm just going to keep saying that. But yeah, this would be really great for those types of bottom washi. So here's our 15mm. This looks a little bit unique. Looks like just the flower, actually. So let me just see if I'm right. Yes. I don't think she perforates the 15mm. I think these are unperforated, yeah. Because you can use these pretty much wherever you want. Although I think a lot of us are going to be using them on 15mm strips. Washi strips. But yeah, just the solid flower. Very dainty. And then lastly we have this header overlay, which I think is also just the flower in silver also. So let me just see real quick. Yep, just a tinier flower. How many kits would this go with, this particular box? Not that many, barely any. I think I may possibly have a cherry blossom photo kit, like a printable photo kit, possibly, that this would go really well with. Or maybe like a monthly kit or something, I don't know. But like, that's really it. Where else would you be able to use this? It's so specific. But at least, you know, all the plant stuff is on the silver foil, which is very basic, so that would be kind of easier to use. I don't know, it's just an interesting choice. A lot of her sub boxes are hit or miss, and I feel like I would definitely have gotten this one, even though it's like a lot of very disparate kind of tapes. I feel like they all would be still very usable and very versatile. This one I liked the look of, but now I'm like, functionally I should have skipped it probably. But I don't think I'll be able to skip any more tapes because she's now raising the price of her sub boxes. So previously they were like $25 plus shipping, so about 30 bucks or 28 something, which was a really good price considering how much you get. But now she's going to raise it to 30 bucks plus shipping. Unless you are already subbed before next year, 2021, in which case you'll be locked in at the lower price, original price of $25 plus shipping, unless you unsub for a month and then resub. You don't not have the option to skip months with this particular subscription, so I don't think I'm going to be able to skip any more months because I really want that lower price. Although, I don't know, if it's a sub box that I really hate, I'll probably skip it. So let's go over the extras last. So we have her business cards, because again, I got these in a few separate orders. She does have a few designs for her business cards that she switches out. So here we have Follow Your Dreams, and just all the info on the back that I swatched up. And we have Gold Digger, and then all the info. And then a couple journaling cards. These are both January, same design. This one is in silver foil, this one is in hollow. And then here are her freebies, which are all in the same design now. You get a full box overlay and you get header overlays. Same pattern too, it's just that general confetti that she uses pretty much everything. This one is in hollow, it looks like, and this one is in this really pretty like lavender color. So I love those. And yes, so that is everything from Rose Colored Daze, and that is the end of this enormous washi haul. I do have more washi coming in. Like I said, I have a few from Simply Gilded coming in. I don't think I have anything else from Rose Colored Daze because she ships really fast, and these were the last tapes that I got. And I don't think she's planning any restocks really anytime soon. But, you know, the next sub box will definitely be included. But yeah, so that's it for washi on the way. Next haul will be stickers and wax melts, so keep an eye out for that. So thank you so much for watching. If you want to like, comment, subscribe, and share, that would be super fantastic, and I will see you in my next video. Ciao, ciao!